only one investigation. We could be, look, I can't wait to be finally hearing from the Uranium One undercover agent that was there for 6 years and witnessed Vladimir Putin's gang of uranium corruptors here, bribing, extorting, involved in money laundering, kickbacks, and racketeering. We had an FBI undercover agent watching all of this. By the way, Robert Mueller was the FBI director at the time. And yet that didn't stop 18 months later, knowing all the corruption existed, CFIUS from granting approvals for Vladimir Putin to take over 20% of America's uranium and the Uranium One deal, and then the kickbacks to the Clintons, and then the understanding we don't even have enough uranium, we shouldn't be exporting any uranium. And yeah, it was exported, it was sent to Canada, it was sent to Europe, and we also believe it was sent to Asia. We're not talking about that. We still have to go back now that we know that the fix was in for Hillary Clinton. We still got to go back with the email server scandal. We still have the whole unmasking, well, first surveillance, the lack of proper protocol and minimization of Americans and spying on Americans. You're supposed to minimize if they're picked up in some type of, for example, the government should be using our tools of intelligence to spy on America's enemies, and we have plenty of them. But if an American is caught up in that call, once you see the American's not a traitor, well, you're supposed to minimize what that person says. And when you write up a report, you don't mention who that person is. But then we had a person unmasked a day, basically, by the Obama administration in an election year to destroy Donald Trump's chances to win. And it is, these are pretty chilling moments that this corrupt, it's sort of like, I say this about education all the time, it's an unholy alliance between the media in this country and all things anti-Trump and pro-Democrat. And it just is what it is. This is the environment we live in. So we have to get to all of that. But fundamentally, by the way, we are expecting that the memo will in fact be released tomorrow without any redactions, according to the White House. We have now watched in the last 24 hours the mainstream media, the left wing in this country, the Democratic Party, the unholy alliance get together, knowing that the story that they tried to ignore, the cover-up that they were involved in for an entire year, the biggest example in our lifetime of civil rights abuses, something that makes Watergate look like nothing, look like stealing a Snickers bar from a drugstore. Now that we're on the verge of releasing the evidence, the memo that summarizes the documentation, they're now going insane. Now, House Republicans